Belfast, a woman who believes she was attacked by the serial killer Levi Bellfield, has told ITV News how police failed to tell her of Bellfield's alleged confession. Sarah Sparrell was viciously assaulted in January 2004 in Hastings, in East Sussex. The attack had similarities to the murders of Amélie Delagrange, Marsha McDonnell and schoolgirl Millie Dowler, for which Bellfield is serving 2 life terms. He made an alleged confession to the assault on Sarah in March of this year. But the first she heard of it was when ITV News contacted her this month. Sarah has now accused Sussex police of treating her case as a joke from the start. Sam Holder has our special report.
I remember his size, his build, his eyes. They were evil. Whoever it was wanted to kill me.
It's a vision that's haunted Sarah Sparrell for 2 decades. A glimpse of the man who left her for dead. Now there has been a confession by serial killer Levi Bellfield.
I was smacked over the back of the head. Before I could even turn around and look who it was, I'd then been hit another 2 times.
Repeatedly, with a weapon from behind. But she claims Sussex police failed to take it seriously.
They basically made a complete joke of it. I asked them could they go and investigate the crime scene while they're still here, laughing about their weekend or weekend to come. And they turned around and blatantly said in front of me and my mum, "We're not CSI, Hastings police haven't got that much money."
Sarah was attacked right in the middle of Levi Bellfield's known series of murders. He would stalk his victims, usually women with blonde hair, and attack them with a hammer or other blunt object. The first was 13-year-old Millie Dowler, who disappeared while walking home from school in Walton-on-Thames in 2002. 19-year-old Marsha McDonnell was killed in Richmond in 2003. Sarah was attacked in January 2004 in Hastings in Sussex. A few months later, Bellfield deliberately ran over 18-year-old Kate Sheedy in Isleworth, but she survived. In August 2004, 22-year-old French student Amélie Delagrange was bludgeoned to death on Twickenham Green. The fact the same man may be responsible weighs heavily on Sarah.
If the police had done something about it, then all the girls that he's killed after me would still be here as well. I'm going to cry, please.
The link to Hastings was first made by retired detective Colin Sutton, who put Bellfield behind bars for the murder of Millie Dowler. Bellfield was working as a car clamper in Chichester in 2004 and visited his friend who ran a pub in Hastings. Police have confirmed there was another similar attack there on the same night as Sarah. These types of assaults, random, against women and using a blunt weapon, are incredibly rare.
Virtually all of those offences, if not indeed all of those offences, can arguably be put down to Levi Bellfield. He's just the most dangerous person I ever came across.
Colin says he first made Sussex police aware of the connection to Hastings back in 2008. But nothing happened. Bellfield is a known narcissist who enjoys toying with the police and making up confessions. With Sarah's case, there is strong evidence. But ITV News understands Sussex police have not yet interviewed him, despite him confessing months ago.
There is a duty on police to do 2 things. One of those is to go and speak to Levi Bellfield, who's admitting them, and see what he has to say and see if there's any truth in his admissions. But secondly, and in my view, more importantly, is to go back to those survivors, back to the victims, and tell them what you're doing and offer them the support and help so that they can continue to live their lives in the light of what they now know.
But until our investigation, nobody from Sussex police told Sarah that he'd confessed to her attack.
Oh my God, if the police had given me people to identify and he was in it, I would have told them straight away there and then that was the person that attacked me. What about all the other people that have been attacked and the police haven't bothered to look into it or just treat them as a joke like they have done me?
Bellfield is suspected of many more crimes than he's been sentenced for, leaving victims like Sarah questioning whether they survived a serial killer.
It's really horrifying, isn't it? A lot of criticism of Sussex Police in your report. What has the force said in response?
Well, firstly, Mary, they are now in contact with Sarah, although that actually only came about because we got in contact with them on Friday about the confession. They say that they're sorry that she feels the response she received at the time was not satisfactory, but that they did send officers down to the scene to check for a potential suspect or weapon. But what she really wants to know, what Sarah's desperate to know, is whether this confession is real, whether the person who attacked her all those years ago was Levi Bellfield. So we directly asked Sussex Police if they've interviewed him or if they're planning to interview him. We didn't get an answer from them, but what they did say is that it's an active investigation. They are reviewing information which has recently come to light, but it is yet to be corroborated.